Okay, so good evening, viewers. It's another beautiful day, and we are working on a project, as you know. So it's the same Aplaku project. We started this whole project some months ago, and this is how far we've come. Okay, so as you can see, we are doing two works at the same time. We are digging and at the same time preparing our beans. Okay, so someone may ask, what's the main function of these particular beans that he or she is seeing in this particular video? Okay, so let me make things clear to you. Okay, so these beams that you are seeing over here is a beams that is going to carry a particular wall, or that is going to carry walls. But after, we will cast half of these particular beams that you are seeing over here, and after the casting, we'll mesh the top to strengthen the whole building, or to strengthen the building to avoid cracking. It's a mountain project, so as you can see, we are on the mountains. I'm sounding funny, okay? So also you can see the step down over here.
Welcome back to the channel once again, and it is Gigo here. So this is the hill project, as he said, and so far this is how best the guys are doing, with this project. It's been a while. If you've been following since the beginning, you know the effort that has gone into this project, to see where we are now, that we are almost done with the foundation. Then we can continue with the block laying, which we are all looking forward to see how the project will project upwards. But before that, we need to put some things in place. As the guy said earlier on, these beams are holding the various blocks which will be coming on top of it after the concrete casting. And initially, if you've been following the channel for some time, and especially this project, you know how far we've come. You know that all of this place was before a steep slope, and we fill it up with sand. So it is not the original ground, which will say it is that super strong. That's why we put all these beams in place. It's a double beam. We have one on top, and then we have one which goes down. If you look carefully, it is just one beam, but the thickness is two, so they go through each other, as you see. And the reason is that we're going to cast it twice. So the down one, we're going to cast it, and then we leave the top one, which we're going to put a mesh on top of it. So after this, we're going to put a whole mesh on top of the whole foundation, which you see now. Then we're going to cast it again, just like the way we do the decking, but this time the mesh is lighter. I think it's with 8 mm or something, or 12 mm. Then we're going to cast the whole thing. So this time they are connecting the beams, which is the foundation, to the basement, which will be the carports in the future. So that's the work that they're doing. And if you have a land on a hill and you're having challenges, if you have people on site and they tell you it's not possible to build on the steep land, this is the team to consider. Give us a call, send me an email. I'll forward you to the team, then you can deal with them yourself. They will explain it to you. They go to your site, they look at the site, and if they have any advice, they will advise you. We always do that. So as you can see at this point, the guys have done some of the concrete casting. The casting is for the beams. It is just halfway, and later on we're going to put the mesh. Like I said, we're going to put the mesh through the top bars. So we only casted down bars. So we're going to put a mesh through the top bars, connect it again with the basement, and then we're going to put our DPM, and then we're going to go for the main concrete casting. So watch out for that side also. The video, I think as I'm talking to you today, which is the 12th of June, they've did a concrete casting already. So that video will be coming later in the week. So this is the part where they were casting the half of the beams, and the guys just have to compromise. We're using the same wood which we use for the concrete casting of the basement. So actually we're reusing most of the wood and also trying to preserve some of them for the future use, because materials are expensive these days, so you just don't cut and throw things away anyhow. So yeah, that's how far the guys are going, and I'm very happy with the guys that they have patience to go through all this hustle to get this thing done. Most at times workers will just run away when they see this kind of jobs, when they see this is the difficult part. They just come and they just see, yeah, if it is difficult for them, they just work 1 or 2 days just to get their money, just to get their transportation, and then they just run away. But yeah, like we said, we are a team, we understand each other. That's why before we take your project, we are all at your site, the steel bender, the plumber, we all come around, see the job, we all accept before we move on forward. But since I was mentioning the plumber, that comes in my mind that we still have to do plumbing work at this side also, because it is a foundation actually. It is a foundation, so we still have to put the plumbing works through, you know, which will come in my. I think that will be in the next 2 uploads. So just watch out for that. So it started raining while the guys were working, and they have to take a quick break to wait for the rain to, slow down a little bit before they can get back to work. So I will also end my video here and continue in our next episode, where we're going to continue with the concrete casting and put the iron mesh. So thanks for staying with me till this far. I really do appreciate your time spent on the channel. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next episode. Let's get do it.